Oh, Reliance result is coming out today, by the way. Tata Motors, long term, good. Yes, long term, it's good. It's not bad. I would rather suggest you can buy Tata Motor DVR than normal Tata Motors. Slightly cheaper and you can make more money. Plus, um, you'll get good, announce good dividends also. ITC, there are better things than ITC, is what I would say. If you ask me about ITC, I would say there are better things. Dude, I don't like this LiveMint now, dude. It's damn annoying. Everything is now almost a paid article on LiveMint, you know? It's very stupid. Almost everything they've just locked it up and said paid. So dumb. Oh. Okay, we can start, I think. Should we start? Everyone's here. So apparently, there's another news that I recently heard that before this whole lockdown was announced, it seems a lot of I saw an article somewhere that a lot of rich people have booked their charter planes, and all these Bollywood people have run away to Maldives to stay away from India. One sec. Yeah. So a lot of people are going to Maldives. It seems they're running away to Maldives because they want to stay away from India when this COVID is going on. So yeah. By the way, India extends the ban on all international flights till 31st May. So all the people who have gone to Maldives till 31st May, they can't come back. I think something recently happened with that as well. Do you know Faye D'Souza? Do you guys know who Faye is? Quite famous journalist. So I don't know whether you guys have seen Faye D'Souza's one of the posts. Yeah, she's damn amazing because she keeps putting all this stuff out, all these posts out. But apparently, recently she put one post out where she said that she's working with Alia Bhatt to help people with COVID, and she got a little negative hate on that because Alia Bhatt had just come back from Maldives, and now suddenly they're trying to PR brand it in a very nice and sweet way, the way I would put it. So people obviously got pissed saying that you're better than that, don't do it with her, don't try to uh oh yeah, don't try to give her some publicity and things like that. Okay, chalo, one more thing, let me just check last. What are you guys up to on the weekend? What's your plan for the weekend apart from IPL? Please don't tell me IPL to sub dekhte, but apart from that, what is your plan for the weekend? Zomato IPO. Oh yeah, tomorrow's the session, no? Correct. Sleep. F1. Oh, F1's doing really well right now. Beautiful matchup between Hamilton and Verstappen. It's very nice. How is our? Just give me one sec. Not bad, not bad. Okay, chalo, let's begin. Today, I don't know, someone tagged me on Instagram saying that the small case went up. So I just want to check what happened to the small case. Apparently, the small case is weirdly doing well. Um, because obviously our main holding, which is Deepak Nitride, went up again today, is what I heard. Let me check. Did it go down? Deepak Nitride. Yeah, almost five. Wow, almost 5% up. Yeah, and plus the result is coming out soon. So let's see what's happening with the result. So I think someone just tagged me today and said the small case has gone up. Apparently, it's reached what the 30,000 small case has reached 18%, almost 19% in literally 2 months. In 2 months, right? So that's quite nice, I would say. Naveen Floran also is constantly going up. Happiest Minds also went up today at 3%. Yeah, quite good stuff. Bharti Airtel for some reason is not going up. My 5K small case is up 11%. Yeah. Quest we recently sold. Amar Raja and Quest we recently sold to buy to make way for two more stocks that will suddenly go up. We bought a lot of Lotus Labs. We bought Happiest Minds, which is again fundamentally such a beautiful company. Even the 5K small case will also go up because you have Deepak in 5K small case as well. Deepak has given from when we've bought approximately 40% returns it has given since the time we bought. If you guys remember, Amar Raja is good, yeah. Yeah, man, you can always buy Deepak. It's not an issue. Okay, but yeah, just it's seeing on what's happening there. But good returns, very good returns. Now, this is the small case that I've done and given you. I have my own small case that I put in also. But that's slightly at a larger value. That's like at a 1 lakh value, like 1 lakh investment kind of small case. Okay, so let's see what happened in the market today. Uh, if you look at Sensex, it fell down by what? It fell down to around 48,782. It fell down literally 1,000 points today. Again, little bit. It didn't do a seesaw today. It actually just went. It went down from. It opened and then just went on a downward spiral the entire day. Damn, Bank Nifty also went down by 1,000 points. Nifty went down by 263 points. And the market was really red today. But luckily, I think we were up today, so that was a good thing. But again, you should not look at such things in short sightedness. We should look at things from a long term perspective. So we should keep looking from that angle. Okay. Now, what has been happening? Apparently, in this COVID-19 second wave, there is a lot of issue between hospitals and insurers. Okay, insurance companies, and a lot of issue between insurance companies and hospitals. Apparently, 1,71,000 claims are yet to get settlement. 1,71,000 claims are waiting for settlement. Can you believe that number? That means so many people's lives are already screwed up because of COVID. Some loved one, or even the breadwinner of the family might have just passed away, and these claims are not being settled yet. It's 1,71,000 claims, and you know that insurance companies actually go into a loss when you have to settle a claim, right? That means all silent. Okay. A lot of insurance companies will go down right now. Definitely will go down because if they keep giving out claims, that means their money is going away from from their bank account. As of April 2008, there were 1.1 million COVID-19 health claims worth 15,500 crores filed with the insurances. Out of these, approximately 930,000 claims have been settled, worth 8,900 crores. So still 7,000 claims are yet to be given out. Now again, let's connect the dots. As of 28th, 15,000 crores were pending. Out of 15,000 crores, 9,000 crores were given. Another 6,000 crores is pending. Approximately 6,600 crores are yet to be given. This is not only life insurance, this is also health insurance, right? Related to medical insurance while they were treating the virus in the hospital. So even health insurance and life insurance are having a big issue right now. Now, what has happened? And look at the claims settled, right? The maximum number of claims, no doubt, is in Maharashtra. Number of claims were 4,07,000. Number of claims settled was 3,36,000. And the 4,700 crores was only in Maharashtra. Okay. Now, How do we connect the dots here, you and me? How do we make sense of this? Right, you know for a fact whenever these companies give out claims, they will lose a lot of money. That means it has happened right now because the second wave happened right now. So let's connect the dots. When will this 6,000 crores or 15,000 crores, whatever has happened in the insurance industry, when will this come out in the public? Next quarter result? Yeah. Yeah, let me switch off the vibration one sec. Yeah, next quarter result. Correct. Now next quarter result, all the insurance companies will go down, highly possible. Now what are the insurance companies we already have in the market? We don't have a lot of insurance companies, we have very few insurance companies. One is ICICI Prudential life insurance, which is at currently 521 rupees. Okay, it's not it's not gone down too much, it's still there. What are the other insurance companies? General insurance company, but general insurance does not play a lot in the health insurance company. Okay, which other life insurance is there in the market? HDFC. Yeah, HDFC life insurance, 665. And obviously Life Insurance Corporation of India, which is LIC also, normal LIC. There's even, yeah, ICICI, SBI, LIC, and HDFC are there. Now, in the next quarter result, all of this will go down. Agreed? Now, in the next quarter result, when all of this goes down, is it fundamentally wrong or is it a small blip in the history of things? If someone has to look back today, is it a small thing or is it a big thing? Just a blip, right? It's a small anomaly that happened in COVID. If I look at this 10 years back into the future, right? If I look 10 years back here, I'll know. Now, what is interesting to understand is you should track which insurance has fallen the most. Which insurance has fallen the most? Okay, we need to figure that out. When this news comes out that a lot of claims have been gone, which insurance has fallen the most? As soon as you come to know which insurance has fallen the most, you'll have a buying opportunity there to enter at the right time and then keep it for 1 year. It will obviously, when things go back to normal and everyone else is vaccinated, I know for a fact, looking at how Indians react, they will always be like, people who don't have insurance also be like, boss, just take an insurance, पता नहीं कल क्या हो जाएगा, एक और कोरोना जैसा वायरस आ जाएगा. You know how we are, right? We're always too safe in life, which is a good thing. So everyone will be like, insurance kara do. You see that other guy, he went there, and the stories will also flood in the market. कि वो देखो उसका बेटा का ये हुआ था, उसके पास इंश्योरेंस नहीं था, कितना रिस्क नहीं लेने का. Just take it off, it's not expensive as well. And that time you see policy bazaar will come and kill it in the market because their revenue will start going up. So policy bazaar is a good thing in the future. This is how you connect the dots. Policy bazaar will do well. Now if policy bazaar is going to do well, then info edge is going to do well. Don't forget about info edge as well. Correct. So see how you can connect so many dots, right? Now when policy bazaar IPO comes again, info edge will go up normally. So wo bhi ho jayega. So crazy things will happen. Next. Gilead Sciences, okay, to send approximately 1 lakh remdesivir, you know what I'm talking about, to India by next week to ease the shortage. So a lot of the drug, yes, sometimes when I'm talking too fast, no, I only screw up the word. Remdesivir is coming. 1 lakh more vials are coming to India by May 5th. So the shortage that was there, people are. This will be a part of 4,50,000 vials to the company that it is donating to India. So they're actually donating around 4,50,000 vials to India. So that's very good. Reliance to announce Q4 numbers today. Revenue expected to grow in double digits. A lot of people are expecting. So Reliance is again like TCS, correct? You know how TCS is, right? TCS is like the guy who always gets 95%. अगर 95 से 93 आया तो it is like that Farhan Rastogi's father, 95 से सीधा 91% आ गया. So it is like that. So Reliance is something like that. Everyone believes that Mukesh Ambani should always score high marks, and if he scores low marks, the market is very against him. You're like, kaisa Mukesh bhai ne zyada nahi kiya, Then they'll start making fun of him, saying yeah, because he kept going to IPL games, or he kept doing this, or time pass कर रहा था इसलिए नहीं हुआ. So they'll predict that. I mean, you know how Indians are, right? They always like to point fingers, and they think they know everything, and they try to do that. So Reliance, the result is coming today, so it'll be quite interesting to watch it today. We can little touch upon the results tomorrow when we talk about. Mm, Reliance, no, I'll tell you one thing, guys. Whenever you read Reliance's report, huh? Farhan Rastogi, sorry, not Raju Rastogi. Sorry, Farhan Qureshi, not Raju Rastogi, sorry. To see it once more now. Yeah, so basically, what I'm saying is, whenever you see Reliance's result in the news saying that Reliance result net profit up 10%, do not believe it. For 1 second, also don't believe the Reliance news that you come on the website. Because Reliance has this very famous thing that they do a lot. Okay, you should always go look at the proper Reliance quarterly results that is announced on their website or on BSE website. The reason being, what Reliance does is, they'll be in a loss, but last May, just before net profit, they do this very weird thing called exceptional items, and they're very famous for doing this. Suddenly from nowhere, they'll say exceptional items of 10,000 crores, and that exceptional items ke baad they'll show profit of 10,000 crores profit, right? When it's not truly the case. So please have a look at that. You should always look at Reliance's revenue before exceptional items. Always look at Reliance's revenue before exceptional items. That is the true revenue. Don't believe these news articles will be like, oh, Reliance gave stunning result of 15%, 20%. Always look at exceptional items. Okay. Next, Facebook is going to launch a vaccine finder tool on its app in India. So you can actually click on the app, and then, in India, and they have government tie-ups with a lot of hospitals. It's going to be available in 17 languages. So this is going to be quite easy. Also, it's a beautiful technique because a lot of youngsters are currently clueless on where to get the vaccine from. So that is something that is going to happen as well. Nestle Nestle bought vitamin brands from KKR for approximately 5.7 billion. Sadly, this news article is again blocked by Mint, but apparently they bought a lot of vitamins and supplements, okay, worth 5.75 billion from this company called KKR. So that is something interesting to watch. HSBC has announced financial support to India. $10 million they're giving to 75 crores they're giving to India. So that is also happening. Uh, Maldives. Maldives news is coming in Maldives. Okay, apparently, do you guys know what embassy REITs are? You guys know embassy REIT? Embassy REIT. I did a video on Avalon Meta live on the YouTube channel called Real Estate Investing versus REIT Investing. So embassy REIT is basically a pool of real estate properties in the commercial space. Now, obviously, this is a problem because kabhi commercial space to chal raha nahi hai. It's not working at all. So embassy REIT is currently seeing some issues in their results, and they're not doing really well because of the current COVID cases. And once everything goes back to normal, they'll go back to normal. But currently, you might get the REITs at a small discount right now, is what I'm saying. But again, REITs give anywhere between 8 to 10% return. So you should, if you're okay with that, you can take it. It's only for like passive income. You can't expect 20%, 25% returns in a year. Okay. Now, Wipro, Wipro. Remember, I told you that when Wipro's result came out, some people are happy, and then a lot of these industry research reports will come out saying Wipro's guidance should be more than what it is right now, etc. It's almost at 500, by the way. Wipro, it went up by 1% today, but it's almost at 500, and a lot of people have made the new guidance for Wipro. Look at this: ICICI Direct. Okay, 16th April has come and said that Wipro will reach 530 in the near future. If you look at this, Wipro itself has, what is this? Where is this? Wipro raises Q1 revenue growth guidance to 8 to 10%. So apparently, the next result, they're going to grow by 8 to 10%. Wipro. Why? Because the Capco acquisition is going to come in the revenue. Wipro raised its flagship IT services revenue growth guidance for the June quarter to 8 to 10% sequentially in the range of 2.32 to 2.36 million. Earlier, they had reported the business to grow by 2 to 4%, but now they have raised it because of the Capco. So, again, that's only a small anomaly because it's a one time thing. Okay, it's a one time, 1 quarter में ये result आएगा, उसके बाद नहीं आएगा. So that is basically how it was. Okay. Also, Reliance always, whenever the result is coming, no, Reliance is very volatile in the last few days, if you've noticed, because the Reliance result is coming and everyone knows Mukesh Ambani thoda अजीब आदमी है. You'll see that it has been volatile. If you look at today, also it's fallen from 2031 to 1994. But it's grown in the last few days. It was actually quite low. It was 1,800. But I think now a lot of other factors are also coming into the picture. Have you guys noticed? A lot of other factors are coming into the picture. What are these other factors? Oil is there's a lot of fundamental change in oil. Number one, with the demand supply that's happening with oil. So Geo is definitely doing well. Geo is not like not doing well. Geo is doing well, but his major business comes from oil, right? Now, the oil prices actually went down recently because the supply was there and the demand wasn't there right now. But if you noticed, it fell down right now. But if you notice, oil prices were apparently on a growing streak. It was at a 6 week high. It had gone up so much. Now, in the last, if you take the last quarter's report, which Mukesh Ambani is actually doing at that point, the oil prices were quite high, and that means you can see that a favorable report might come with respect to Mukesh Ambani's thing. Now, if you look at another thing, the dollar value has gone up also. Dollar to INR, if you check, it's come up to 74 rupees. It was at 76. So if he had sold any barrels at that point, he would have made more money. So all these small things matter a lot in India. All these small things matter a lot. Yes, another news article. Um, Tata is planning to buy Air India. Okay, it's bid for Air India, and they're planning to buy Air India. Air India is currently the number one airline of India. Next is Indigo. But if you look at it from Air India from a network point of view, because they have circles everywhere. But if you look at who's this, Indigo is obviously the clear winner with respect to the fundamentals. Not fundamental, but the way they run it was ground up very good because they focused on revenue. Air India never focused on revenue. Now this is the funny thing. What's going to happen to my? So I have a Air India co-branded card because Air India was just freely giving away a lot of what do you call that? Air India was just freely giving away a lot of points, right? I have two cards. I have an Air India card and I have a Vistara card, which I've just applied recently. Now I hope they merge the points and I'll just get like 4 or 5 easily business class tickets for free. For all my spendings during COVID for doing nothing and not using flight tickets will all come into the picture. So yeah, Tata is planning to buy Air India. They have bid for it, and they're the only bid. They're apparently the highest bid right now. Now Tata is basically talking a lot. Tata is basically talking a lot to the government to try and figure out. But do you guys know that Air India was actually Tata's only before? Do you guys know this? Did you guys know that Air India was originally by Tata, Jamshed? This is not Ratan Tata, but Ratan Tata's dad, JRD Tata. So JRD Tata had started Air India, right? And at that point, there was something. What is it called? Privatization, right? Or no, there was some term for it. I'll tell you. Wait, I'll tell you the exact term. Nationalization or privatization, something like that had happened. Where what happened is if the nationalization, what or privatization, I'm not sure. I'll tell you the exact term. Which what basically meant that if I in that point of time, okay, if I had Air India, say I'm the owner of Air India, okay, it was basically founded as Tata Airlines. It was not called Air India. It was called Tata Airlines, and JRD Tata founded Tata Airlines in 1932. 1932, he started this airline. Okay. After World War II, apparently it was renamed to Air India, and they also listed it in the stock market. Interesting news, interesting facts. It listed in the stock market. Then after that, a lot after that the government came and tried to privatize it. Okay, chalo. But how is it privatized? It would not be privatized, right? I'll tell you. Wait. There was a very famous term that was nationalization. Oh yeah, nationalization. Okay, chalo, good nationalization. In 1953, the government of India passed the Air Corporations Act, and purchased a majority stake in the carrier from Tata Sons through the founder JRD Tata, who would from the founder. This was the company was then renamed to Air India International Limited, and domestic services were transferred to the Indian Airlines as a part of reconstruction. So that is how the story began. It was actually originally owned by Tata. JRD Tata had called it Tata Airlines, and then the government just came and took it away from him. And now, sadly, now see how the world spins. Tata's coming back and bidding for Air India, and he wants to take up Air India. Now, what will happen if Tata takes up Air India? Take your bets. What will happen? You know that I'll tell you why Air India, even though it's the biggest loss-making company right now, okay, in terms of its the way Air India has done, it is one of the biggest loss-making companies because they don't care. It's a government-run organization. Nobody cares about it, correct? But do you know that Air India, circle-wise, if you know what circle is basically small flights also, right? Non-profitable flights, which is say Vishakhapatnam to some other small other place, Rajamundry and stuff like that. So these small flights, Air India will be there. Circles which are not what do you call that, circles or destinations which are not normally good are there in Rajamundry, yes, are there in these things. Now the thing is, if someone takes over Air India, if someone takes over Air India and Air India already has Vistara, which is the premium version, but Air India, if it takes over, it'll be the maybe slightly not the premium version, but Tata will literally own the skies. He will literally own the sky because the number of circles that he will have on his command is nothing compared to the number of circles Indigo would have. Nothing, not even close to. Right? So if that happens, and we all know Tata, what will Tata do? After he does this, he will turn it around. He will make it, what do you call that? He will make it profitable and he will make it good. And then eventually, what he's going to do? IPO. Simple. So this is say it's not it's finance news, but you should see how the future would unfold with the news that you have today, and you should see how this connects the dots. Do you guys know that TC to do is from TCS, okay, the extra cash flow that is there after giving dividends, what they're planning to do is now they're planning to move that extra cash flow of money into other Tata companies to grow the other Tata companies, which is a brilliant plan. All the other Tata stocks will go up. I've literally made a new small case called Tata Long Term Play, where Tata's TCS will remove most of its money and start putting it into other debt-ridden companies like Tata Power, Tata Motors, Tata Elxsi. But if you have observed, okay, we all have heard of these two players called Ambani and Adani, who are doing a lot of plays in the market. Have you not noticed? Adani is winning power grid after deal after deal. But have you seen what Tata is doing silently? Tata is a guy who does not care so much about PR and stuff like that. He plays the long game. He doesn't play the short game. Tata bought Big Basket. Tata is literally getting ready to become a self-sustained electric vehicle player. Tata LX. So if I don't know whether you guys know this, how many of you are new, but if you guys know about Tata, they're planning to become a self-sustained electric vehicle player where Tata Motors delivers the cars. Okay, listen to this. Tata Motors delivers the cars. Okay, Tata Elxsi is going to provide the EV software. Tata Power is going to be in charge of the battery and is going to be in charge of the charging stations as well. Tata Chemical and Tata Power both are going to be in charge. Tata Chemical and Power have already started working on lithium batteries. So Tata Chemical, Tata, this everything's going to do that. And where are these charging stations going to be there? Maybe at a Starbucks, because you put your car for charge, you have to keep it for what, 35, 40, 50 minutes? What do you do for 35, 40, 50 minutes? Oh, let me go to Starbucks, or let me go to some product that is there in Tata Consumer Products. Tata Coffee. Have a Tata Coffee. See, there's no one marketing this, no one publicizing this. Have you noticed this? No one talks about this, but I connected the dots like this because as soon as I realized, if you go to my electric vehicle video that is there on Grow, you will see me talking about this where there is Tata Power is working on something, Tata Chemical is working on something, Tata Motors is working on something, Tata Elxsi is working on something. Literally everyone's working on electric vehicles. And eventually, once all this is done, infrastructure is also going to be set up by Tata itself, and your charging stations are going to have Tata. Your It's going to be cafes. I don't know how many of you all have gone abroad, but if you have gone abroad, you would see that on the road there are every 10-15 minutes there's a cafe on the left hand side, right? So it's going to be Tata everywhere, but you won't know it's Tata everywhere. That's the best part. You won't know it's Tata everywhere. That's the beauty of Tata, that they don't announce it to the world that they देखो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं मस्त आदमी हूँ. They don't announce it to the world. They do it silently, and you don't even see. If you look at Vistara, right? How many people would know Vistaras by Tata? They're rebranding it. They could have just simply called it Tata Vistara, or they could have simply called it Tata Airlines, right? But you guys know it because we keep talking about it. But go ask a random person on the road, Vistara Airlines, they would not connect Vistara to Tata. But see, I'm talking about brand perception. Why are they not calling it Tata Airlines, and why are they calling it Vistara, which is a completely new name? It is underplaying a lot. But we are smart people, right? We should be smart about it. Let me show you some data, right? No, let me make you hear some data. No, I can't show you data. Let me make you hear some data. You guys know TCS, okay? TCS is like obviously the father of Tata, right? Doing most of the money for Tata Sons. If you look at TCS's God knows how many years away chart, okay, God knows how many years away chart. Look at 10 years chart. Look at whatever 15 years chart. Has TCS always given you money? Yes. Oh, I forgot. Tata Steel is also there. I forgot about Tata Steel, because infrastructure is going to come from Tata Steel. Steel prices are also going up, so Tata Steel is going to be there. So basically, and Tata, to be honest, I would say in India, the only person who can fight and win the electric vehicle segment is Tata. Okay, who can actually give a fight in this space is Tata. Tata BSL is basically Bhushan Steel plant. So they actually acquired a company called Bhushan Steel, and that's called Tata BSL. But now let me tell you one more thing, right? You should understand how the electric vehicle segment will play. Do you guys know that electric vehicle segment is the future? Yes or no? We all know that. Whether now, whether 10 years into the future, 15 years into the future, when all of us are old people at around 40, 45, we know that everyone will be like electric car. Oh my god, look at that person, so poor, is using diesel car. That would what would be in the future, right? If you didn't have an electric car, people will be like garib aadmi, right? He still वो petrol डाल रहा है, देखो poor आदमी. That's what people would say in the future. I'm just saying how it looks, right? At one point, ambassador was the king. If you had ambassador, मतलब तू बहुत अमीर आदमी. Look at ambassador now. If someone has an ambassador, will be like उसके पास ambassador है, right? So slowly it'll start becoming new. I am saying that electric vehicle will become the next common thing in life. Okay, EV will be the next common thing, and at that point, Tata is going to play. It's already playing. It's already ready. It's already getting ready. Now, if you look at Tesla, assume Tesla comes into India and starts playing a beautiful game. Tesla cannot Indianize it or modernize it for India. Number one, Tesla cannot make a separate car only for India. Tesla, whenever it does a new car, it releases across the world, right? So Tesla cannot win the lower segment of India. Now, all the rich people will go buy Tesla cars. Yes, they'll make revenue, they'll make profit. But where is the actual money? The actual money is at the bottom of the pyramid, which is in the 1 to 10 lakh range, or max 15 lakh range. 1 to 15 lakh range pay the number of cars that are there, like Innova, right? All Or if you look at slightly lower segments, which is Maruti Suzuki, Swift, right? Now Swift electric is coming, by the way, Kia, right? So many players right now in this space. So if you look at that, Tata is poised right now to win the game the best, and I'll tell you why it is poised also so much. You look at all the other companies, Hyundai, who are the other companies? Give me some few companies. Maruti, Hyundai, etc. Few companies, right? Mahindra. You know that Tata has a full suite package which will reduce their cost of production, which will reduce their cost throughout across industry, so that they make the maximum amount of revenue, because the software is provided by them. They don't have to outsource it. The charging stations are there, so they don't have to outsource it and buy it from someone else. The thing is manufactured by them. Everything is by them, so they don't have to. Whereas if you look at Hyundai, I have to get someone, I have to outsource it to someone else and maybe pay that guy 5% on for say my tech product, right? I need the tech for EV, so I need to pay him 5% extra. But Tata saves on 5%. So Tata can literally win the EV space left, right, center. So that is what I have observed, and I am just accumulating only few stocks of Tata, not even a lot of stocks. Just a few stocks of Tata. I'll tell you if you want which stocks I'm. So I made a separate thing called Tata EV, because I see, if you look at, there are so many other players in the market doing EV. I do not care about any of them because I know for a fact Tata EV is going to win more than all the other EVs, in my opinion. Let me check. Let me just tell you. I have to log in. One sec. Watch list. Investments program. Yeah, see this. So I bought this on April 19th. I recently invested. It's up by 4% already. I'll tell you which are the stocks that I have. Tata LXC. Okay, and everything is in equal weightage. I've not put anything that is more weightage. Everything is equal weightage. Tata LXC, Tata Chemicals, Tata Power, Tata Consumer Products, Tata Consultancy Services, and Tata Motors DVR. That's it. Five Tata stocks, catching and sitting. Chill करने के लिए. And I'll tell you why it's so beautiful, because if you look at some companies of Tata, they're so undervalued right now for the actual how much it should be. Do you guys know that Tata Power is there? LXC, Chemicals, Power, Consumer, Consultancy, Motors. Tata Steel I didn't buy. Thanks. Shit. Just realized market order not available. How would I miss Tata Steel? Okay, I'll add Tata Steel to this, but I need to add one more, and then Tata Steel is also done in this. No, nothing else. I don't need anything else right now apart from this. Consumers already there. Now, if you look at some of the Tata companies, okay, let's look at Tata LXC. Tata LXC right now, market cap is only 21,000 crores. That's it. Only 21,000 crores. Right? Easily it'll go up more than 21,000 crores. So that's why I've bought that and I've kept. Okay, if you look at say Tata Coffee is at 2,400 crores. Okay, but Tata Coffee is not something that I'm buying. I'm skipping Tata Coffee, but I'm getting consumer products rather than Tata Coffee. Consumer products is at 61,000 crores. It's still, I feel it has the potential to go up at least 2 to 3 times over the. And if you look at Tata Consumer Products, again, it has grown so much in the last 3 years. So again, I'm not talking about individual Tata products. I'm just saying Tata as a whole has always given shareholder return and has always given shareholder value, unlocked shareholding value. So that is very good. And you should look at something if you want to connect the dots. Same way, there is another company that is winning the. There's another company that is winning. One second, I'll just tell you. Yeah, sorry. There's another company that is winning this space, and that is in the, which is the two-wheeler segment. Can you tell me which company is winning the two-wheeler segment or poised to win? Hero Motocorp is poised to win the two-wheeler segment. You know why? Because they're already way ahead of the competition. Do you guys know Ather Energy? So Hero Motocorp actually owns Ather Energy, for all the people who didn't know. They bought it. It was obviously started as a startup, but then Hero Motocorp has taken a lot of stake. I'll tell you exactly how much stake. This was in July 2020. Hero Motocorp has 35% of Ather Energy already. Obviously, they're not putting this for time pass. Okay, they're obviously putting this to take the entire company and take it in the future, and they will do a complete buyout. They have a 4 lakh square feet factory located in Hosur. They're setting up a new factory in Tamil Nadu to research on the lithium ion battery. So, Ather Energy is basically now a front for Hero Motocorp's entry into the barrier. Okay. Ola is obviously there, but again, I can't buy Ola stock, no? Now, Hero's there. And Hero, see, now I'll tell you the difference between Ola and Hero. A lot of people keep asking me why not Ola, right? If I had to do a brand recall survey with respect to bikes, and I go ask people, tell me all the bike names that you have. First thing, what people would be like, Royal Enfield. Okay, everyone would be like Royal Enfield, Royal Enfield. But then if you talk about other things, they'll be like Royal hai, TVS hai, Hero hai. No one will say Ola bikes because Ola bike is still new and they have to come into the market and make the market. They haven't even come into the market, right? Splendor, etc. So again, you get my point, right? From where I'm coming from. So that is why I'm saying look at Tata's place. Tata is very silent killer, silent player. Okay, but he destroys a market when he comes in. He has no intention of being number one. By the way, Tata, He is not aiming for number one. Tata is aiming to be there for a long period of time, right? And Tata's got big basket. Now Tata's got Tata Click, Tata Big Basket, Tata Air India now. If he gets Air India, it will be amazing. I mean, Tata in the future will give you good returns to retire on, is what I would say. That's it. Tata Click also silent. Yeah, you see one or two Karan Johar ads, but no one talks too much about it. Adani won't get Air India. He's not even trying for it. He's not even in the race. SpiceJet was in the race, but Tata came and took over. Okay, got it. A good session on connecting the dots for people who had no idea on what this would be. Samjay? Ow. Okay, awesome guys. I think that's it for my session today. Thoda lamba session chala gaya, but it was nice. I won't be taking people up, but I'm meeting you guys. I think tomorrow. Am I right? I'm meeting you guys tomorrow again at 7 p.m. And we will do Zomato thingy tomorrow. Okay, Zomato thingy means Zomato IPO review tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay. When is small case coming? What do you mean small? What do you mean, Rohit? I can't understand what you're saying. Do I just told you the name of the stocks? I told you everything, and I told you equal ratio. I've bought everything. You can set it up by yourself. I just told you that. Small case review is already done, Jason. You should follow me more often on Instagram. Everything's done. Okay. Awesome guys. Cool. See you guys later. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? See you guys. Bye.